is a puzzlement. To prove we're not barbarians, they dress us up like savages. To prove we're not barbarians, we wear a funny skirt.
To prove we're not barbarians, they dress us up like savages. To prove we're not barbarians, we wear a funny skirt.
Western people funny, Western people funny, Western people funny, funny to be true. They feel so sentimental about the Oriental. They try to turn us inside down and upside out.
Upside out and inside down.
Two bros and pinch our little toes. Our feet are cramped in leather shoes. They'd break if we had brittle toes, but now they only hurt.
Two bros and pinch our little toes. Our feet are cramped in leather shoes. They'd break if we had brittle toes, but now they only hurt.
Western people funny, Western people funny, Western people funny, too funny to be true. They think they civilize us whenever they advise us not to make the same mistake that they are making too.
They think they civilize us whenever they advise us not to make the same mistake that they are making too.
They make quite a few. Ladies, here are the napkins for the dinner. Will you put them on the table? Thank you. Thank you. Now, ladies, let me see how you look. Very pretty. Now, let me see your curtsies. Oh, my goodness gracious.
What shall be trouble now?
I forgot they practically have no undergarments.
Undergarments! Of what importance are undergarments at this time?
Of great importance, Your Majesty.
Are you wearing undergarments?
Of course, Your Majesty.
That a woman has no legs is useless to pretend. Wherefore then, swollen skirt.
The wide skirt is symbolic. It is a circle within which a female is protected.
Is this necessary? Englishmen are so aggressive, I did not know.
I said it was symbolic.
These undergarments, they're devised in symbolic and ornamental manner, yes?
Sometimes.
Ah. This is what you're going to be wearing.
Yes, Your Majesty. Do you like it?
This is what all other visiting ladies shall look like.
Most of them, I believe.
You are certain it is customary, etc., etc., etc.
Yes, I'm certain it is customary. What is so extraordinary about bare shoulders? Why, your own ladies...
Ah, yes, but it's different. They do not wear so many coverings up on other parts of the body, etc., etc., and therefore...
Therefore what?
Is different.
I'm sorry, His Majesty does not approve.
I do not say I do not approve, but I do say that...
Your Majesty, English, they're in palace.
They will eat us! They will eat us!
They will do nothing of the kind!
Here we shall be list of subjects which I try to bring up for talk. On such subjects, I am very brilliant and will make a great impression. You begin with... Moses.
Now remember, Your Majesty, Courtwright is the editor of a newspaper in Singapore. Keep alive! Keep alive! Please, please come back! Don't! Oh, Edward, this is dreadful!
Why didn't I educate these girls off English custom of spyglass?
Oh, my monocle. Was that what frightened them? Hello, Anna, my dear.
Your Majesty, may I present Sir Edward Ramsay?
Your Majesty?
I am sorry, sir. My ladies have not given good impression.
On the contrary, Your Majesty. I have never received so good an impression in so short a time. You have most attractive pupils, Anna.
Thank you. Tomorrow you must meet my younger pupils, His Majesty's children. They are making wonderful progress.
I shall be delighted. How many children have you, Your Majesty?
I have 77, but I'm not married very long. Next month, expecting 3 more.
No problem at all with finding an heir to the throne. Is there? I suppose I should apologize for wandering into this room. The rest of the party were ahead of me and...
I'm so glad you decided to visit us. To visit His Majesty, I mean, of course.
It was your postscript to His Majesty's letter that really brought things.
Postscript!
His Majesty was most happy when you decided to accept his invitation. Weren't you, Your Majesty?
I was happy!
Your Majesty, dinner is about to be served. But first, I would like to present your guests to you in the reception room.
Dinner, dinner, dinner!
You have met.
Your Excellence.
And my dear, you're looking wealthier than ever.
Thank you, Edward.
Found a job to do, huh? Degree will help. That's it, isn't it? Extraordinary how one gets attached to those who need one. Do you hear that? Do you know, we danced that once. Bombay. Still dance?
Not very often.
You should.
Edward, I think we'd better...
Are you sure you don't ever get homesick?
No, Edward, I told you, I have nothing there. No one.
Annie, do you remember that once I asked you to marry me before Tom came along?
Dear Edward,
Dancing! After dinner.
Oh, sorry, sir. I'm afraid I started talking over old
It
times.
was my impression that Miss Anna would be of help for seating of guests at dinner table, etc., etc., etc.
In that case, we'd better be going in. Anna?
Yes. Better be going in. Anna?
His Majesty made a most interesting observation the other day about Moses. It seems he takes issue with the statement that the world was created in 6 days.
Princess Tuptim, dinner is over. King and his dinner guests are on way to the theatre pavilion. Should you not be there to begin your play?
I came out here to memorize my line.
Oh, I think not, Princess. I have seen you and Nuta together. I do not tell King, for he's sick. But your lover will leave Siam tonight.
Tonight?
Now, go to theatre, Princess.
Turn back and look the other way until she turns the corner. She says you will leave Siam tonight, but I do not believe her.
It is true, Tuptim. They have ordered me on the first ship that leaves for Burma, and it is tonight.
But what will we do?
You are coming with me.
I?
Secret police will be at the theater. Meet me here after your play. Everything is arranged.
I cannot believe it.
I can. It'll be just as I pictured it, a million times. I have dreamed that your arms are lovely. I have dreamed what a joy you'll be. I have dreamed every word you'll whisper when you're close to me. How you look in the glow of evening. I have dreamed and enjoyed of you. In these dreams I loved you so that by now I think I know what it's like to be loved by you. I've been loving
there looking for you in the theater. I guessed you were both out here. Tucked him, I ran out to warn you. I do think you're being reckless.
Yes, I will go. I must say goodbye to you now, Mrs. Hannah.
Gracious. Anyone would think she never expected to see me again.
We are leaving tonight, Mrs. Anna.
Leaving? How?
But do not ask me how. It is better that you do not know. We shall never forget you, Mrs. Anna. Never.
God bless you both. I know how it feels to have wings on your heels and to fly down a street in a trance. You fly down a street on the chance that you meet, and you meet not really by chance. Don't cry, young lovers, whatever you do. Don't cry because I'm alone. All of my memories are happy tonight. I've had a love of my own. I've had a love of my own like yours. I've had a love of my
Your Majesty, and honorable guests, I beg to put before you small house of Uncle Thomas. House is in Kingdom of Kentucky, ruled by most wicked king in all America, Simon of Legree. Your Majesty, I beg to put before you loving friends. Uncle Thomas.
Dear old Uncle Thomas.
Little Eva.
Blessed little Eva.
Little Topsy.
Mischief maker Topsy.
Happy people.
Very happy people.
Your Majesty, I beg to put before you one who is not happy, the slave Eliza.
Oh, Eliza, poor unfortunate slave.
Eliza's lord and master, King Simon of Legree. She hates her lord and master and fears him. This king has sold her lover to faraway province of Ohio. Lover's name is George.
George.
Baby in her arms also called George.
George.
Eliza say she run away and look for lover George. So she bid goodbye to friends and start on her escape. The escape.
Run, Eliza! Run, Eliza! Run, Simon!
Poor Eliza running and run into a rainstorm. Comes a mountain.
Run, Eliza!
Eliza loses her way in forest. Hide, Eliza.
Hide from Simon! Hide in forest!
Eliza very tired. Your Majesty, I regret to put before you King Simon of Leghorn. Because one slave has run away, Simon beating every slave. Simon, clever man. He decided to hunt Eliza, not only with soldiers, but with scientific dogs, who sniff and smell and thereby discover all who run from king.
Run, Eliza, run! Run, Eliza, run! Run, Simon, run! Run, Eliza, run, run!
Eliza, come to river! Eliza, come to river!
Poor Eliza!
Who can save her?
Only Buddha, 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 Buddha! Save her, Buddha, save her! Buddha, do it!
Buddha make a miracle. Buddha send an angel down. Angel make the wind blow cold. Make the river water hot. Hot enough to walk upon.
Buddha made a miracle. Praise to Buddha!
Angel show her how to walk on frozen water. Now, as token of his love, Buddha make a new miracle.
Praise to Buddha! Praise to Buddha!
Send from heaven stars and blossoms.
Praise,
Look like lace upon the sky.
praise to Buddha! Praise to Buddha!
So Eliza crossed the river hidden by this veil of lace. Forgot to tell you name of miracle. Snow. All of a sudden she can see wicked Simon of Leghorn sliding across the river fast with his blood out and his snakes. What has happened to the river? Buddha has called out the sun. On the other side of river is pretty city Canada, where Eliza sees lovely small house. Guess who live in house? Uncle Thomas,
Dear Uncle Thomas,
little Eva,
blessed little Eva,
Little Topsy,
Mischief maker Topsy,
Lover George,
faithful lover George,
who is looking like Angel to Eliza. They have all escaped from Wicked Simon and make happy reunion. Topsy glad that Simon died, Topsy dance for joy. I tell you what Harriet E. Justoa say that Topsy said. I expect I's the wickedest critter in the world. But I do not believe that Topsy is wicked critter, because I too am glad for death of king. Of any king who pursues a slave who is unhappy and wishes to join her lover. And your majesty, I wish to say to you that Your Majesty, and honorable guests, I will tell you end of story. It's very sad ending. Buddha has saved Eliza, but with the blessings of Buddha also comes sacrifice. Buddha's wish that Eva come to him and thank him personally for saving of Eliza and baby. And so she died and goes to arms of Buddha.
Princess Toptim's play immensely.
The play did not succeed with me. It is immoral for king to drown when pursuing slave who deceive. Immoral, immoral. Toptim shall know my displeasure.
Your conversation at dinner was most amusing.
I was forced to laugh myself. I was so funny.
Her Majesty, Queen Victoria, will be very glad to know we have reached such felicity of agreement about Siam.
I'm very happy I am thereof. Very happy.
I think now, with your permission, I should take my leave. Goodbye, Anna, my dear. It was lovely to see you again.
Goodbye, Edward. Well, Your Majesty?
It is all over.
May I remove my shawl? It's very hot tonight. I'm so pleased about everything, Your Majesty.
I'm aware of your interest. I wish to say you have been a great help to me through this endeavor. I wish to make use of it. I hope you will accept. Put it on finger. Put it on your mouth.
Your Majesty, I don't know what to say.
When one does not know what to say, it is time to be silent. A white elephant has been discovered in forests of Ayutthaya.
You regard this as a good omen, don't you?
Yes. Everything going well with us.
Everything going well with us.
Who?
It is I, Your Majesty!
Wait. Come in.
Your Majesty,
Well.
secret police are here. They will make report to you.
You will wait here.
Secret police!
Your finger shines.
Yes, the king. I didn't know what to say. Women in my country don't accept such gifts from men. Of course, he is the king. Actually, it puts me in a rather embarrassing position. I was intending on asking him for a rise in salary, but now...
Now it will be difficult to ask.
Very. I don't suppose you would speak to him for me. About my rise in salary, I mean.
I think I will do this for you, because this is a strange world in which men and women can be very blind about things nearest to them.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I don't understand what you mean, but...
No, but that does not matter. I do not think it will raise your salary anyways.
Good news and bad news come together. You are pleased to have all night, so we have further report on item abducted.
I had intended to do so, Your Majesty.
Perhaps I'd better go too.
No. I wish to talk with you.
Is there something wrong with Tub Tim?
I do not know, nor do I consider this the most important thing I must tell you. It is of greater interest that the English think highly of me. Secret police have served coffee at the dinner and listen what they talk, and report conversation to me.
You have been spying on your guests.
How else can you find the truth? It appears I make excellent impression. It is clear they do not think me barbarian.
And this is what you intended to prove.
What we intend to. Doctor,
What about her?
she is missing from palace. Do you know something of this?
The last time I saw her, she was in the theater pavilion.
That's the last time anyone has seen her. She never speaks to you of running away.
I knew she was unhappy.
Why unhappy? She is in Palace of King! What greater honor for a young girl than to be in Palace of King?
Your Majesty, if Tub Tim is found, will she be punished?
Naturally. What would you do if you were king like me?
I think I would try to give her a chance to explain. I think I would try not to be too harsh. Your Majesty, of what interest to you is one girl like Tub Tim? She is just another woman. As a bowl of rice is just another bowl of rice, no different from any other bowl of rice.
Now you understand about women! But British poets,
Oh, you've been reading poetry, Your Majesty.
out of curiosity over love, etc., etc., I tell you this poetry is nonsense. A silly complication of a pleasant simplicity. A woman is a female who is human. The sign for pleasing man, the human man. A human male is pleased by many women, and all the rest you hear is fairy tale.
Then tell me how this fairy tale began, sir. You cannot call it just a poet's trick. Explain to me how many men are faithful and true to one wife only.
They are sick!
But you do expect women to be faithful.
Naturally.
Why naturally?
Because it is natural. Like old Siamese rhyme. A girl must be like a blossom, with honey for just one night. A man must be like honeybee and gather all he can. To fly from blossom to blossom, a honeybee must be free. A blossom cannot ever fly from bee to bee to bee.
You consider this sensible poetry?
Certainly. But listen to this from your own poet, Alfred Tennyson. Now folds all her sweetness up and slips into the bosom of the lake. So fold thyself, thou dearest thou, and slip into my bosom. English girls are so acrobatic.
Your Majesty, I don't know if I will ever make it clear to you. We do not look on women just as human females. They are... Take yourself, for instance. You are not just a human male.
I am king!
Exactly. Every man a king and every woman a queen when they love one another.
This is sickly idea.
It is a beautiful idea, Your Majesty. And we're brought up with it, of course. And a young girl at her first dance.
Young girl, they dance too, like a tonight, in arms of men of their husbands?
Yes.
I would not permit.
It's very exciting. When you're young, and you're sitting on a small gilt chair with your eyes cast down, terrified that you'll be a wallflower. Suddenly, you see two black shoes, a white waistcoat, a face. It speaks. We've just been introduced. I do not know you well, but when the music started, something drew me to your side. So many men and girls are in each other's arms. It made me think we might be similarly occupied. Shall we dance on a bright cloud of music? Shall we fly? Shall we dance? Shall we then say goodnight and mean goodbye? Or perchance, when the last little star has left the sky, shall we still be together with our arms around each other? And shall you be my new romance? On the clear understanding that this kind of thing can happen. Shall we dance? Shall we dance? Shall we dance?
What is that? He dance pretty, go on, go on.
Your Majesty, I didn't realize I was... In my country, a woman would not dance while a man is looking on.
But she will dance with a strange man holding hands, etc., etc.
Yes, but not always a stranger. Sometimes a very good friend.
Good! We dance together. You show me. You teach me.
It's very simple, the polka. It goes 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1. Shall we dance?
1, 2, 3, and
On a bright cloud of music, shall we fly?
1, 2, 3, and
Shall we dance?
1, 2, 3, and
Shall we then say goodnight and mean goodbye?
1, 2, 3, and or perchance, when the last little star has leave the sky,
Shall we still be together with our arms around each other? And shall you be my new
romance.
on the clear understanding that this kind of thing can happen?
Shall we dance? Shall we dance? Shall we dance?
1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3,
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. What is wrong? I know. I forget. This time I remember.
1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1. That's splendid, Your Majesty.
Splendid. 1, 2, 1, 2. You told me I'll count.
1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3.
What? This is not right.
Yes, it is. We're doing it.
No, no, no. It's not right. Not the way I see Europeans dancing tonight.
Yes, it was exactly that.
No. We're not holding hands like this.
Oh, no, as a matter of fact.
Like this. No?
Yes.
Come.
We have found Fatih.
Where is she?
Secret police are questioning her.
Now that you have found her, what will you do with her?
I will do what is usually done in such events.
What is that?
When it happens, you will know.
Mrs. Anna! Mrs. Anna! Do not let her! Do not let her!
She was found on Chinese sailing ship. See, she was disguised as a religious student.
Who gave you this robe? Who? Who?
It is believed she was running away with men who bring her here from Burma.
Dishonor. Dishonor. Dishonor!
He was not found on boat.
Where is this man?
I do not know.
You will tell us where we will find him. You will tell us.
I do not know.
It is believed you were lovers with this man.
I was not lovers with this man.
Dishonor. We will soon find truth of this man. Halt!
Mrs. Anna!
Stop that! Do you hear me? Stop it!
It is better if you understand now that this matter does not concern you.
But it does, Your Majesty. It does not only because of her, but even more because of you.
You waste my time.
She's only a child. She was running away because she was unhappy. Can't you understand that? Your Majesty, I beg you, do not throw away everything you have done. This girl hurt your vanity. She did not hurt your heart. You haven't got a heart. You've never loved anyone and you never will.
I show you. Give! Give to me!
I cannot believe you're going to do this dreadful
You
thing.
do not believe, eh? Maybe you will believe when you hear screaming as you run down the hall.
I'm not going to run down the hall. I'm going to stand here and watch you.
Hold this girl. I do this all myself.
You are a barbarian!
Down, down! Am I king or am I not king? Am I to be cuckolded in my own palace? Am I to take orders of English school teacher?
No, not orders!
Silence! King as I was born to be. And I am to be governed in my way! Not English way! Not French way! Not Chinese way! My way! Buried, you say? There's no barbarian worse than a weak king. And I am a strong king. You hear? Strong! Ah! Come.
The lover has been found. He is dead.
Dead? Then I shall join him soon. No! Don't do that! No!
I don't understand you! Oh, you're king! I shall never understand you!
You have destroyed him. You have destroyed King! He can never be anything else that he was before! You have taken all of this away from him! You have destroyed him! You have destroyed King!
Next boat that comes to the port of Bangkok, no matter where it goes, I shall be on it. Give this back to His Majesty.
I wish you had never come to Siam.
So do I. So do I!
Captain Orton, you should be stuck in time. We're welcoming young Prince to Bangkok.
White elephant, eh? So that's it. I just passed the young prince a little while ago. Where's the king? I didn't see him at the procession.
King is ill. Very ill. It's been ill for many months now.
Your father's worse.
Worse!
You're to return to the palace at once.
Go on with the procession!
The Prime Minister told me you were here. I think Mrs. Anna and Louis have already left for the port.
No, Julia, not fun. Some of their boxes are still here. Their servant said they would be back soon.
Mother, what is it with my father?
It is his heart. Also, for some time now, it is as though he does not want to live.
Mother, I am frightened. I am frightened because I love my father. And because if he dies, I shall become king. And I do not know how to be.
Many men learn this after they become kings.
I have been thinking much on the things Mrs. Anna used to tell us in classroom. Of slavery. And I think also of religion. And how it is a good and noble concern that each man find for himself that which is right and that which is wrong.
These are good things to remember, my son. But it will also be good to remember the one who taught them.
True Lockhorn.
Lady Tian, how nice of you to come say goodbye. I was down at the ship seeing that all of my boxes were on. Captain Orton must sail with the tide.
Mrs. Anna, I do not only come to say goodbye. I come for one who must see you. You must go to him. When he heard that you were sailing, he began to write this letter. All day he has been writing. But it was very difficult for your mother. Very difficult. He commanded I bring it to you.
Please, read it to all of us. I would like to know what my father has said.
While I'm lying here, I think perhaps I died. This heart which you say I have not got is a matter of concern. It occurs to me that there should be nothing wrong that men shall die. For all that shall matter about man is that he shall have tried his utmost best. But I do not wish to die without saying this gratitude, etc., etc. I think it is strange that a woman shall have been most earnest help of all. But Mrs. Anna, you must remember you have been a very difficult woman, and much more difficult than generality. I must go to him. I will see if he is awake. I will tell him you are here. Come, Julia, not go.
Mother, I thought you and the king were very angry with each other.
We were, Louis.
Now he's dying. Does that make you better friends?
I suppose so. We can't hurt each other anymore.
I didn't know he hurt you.
When two people are as different as we are, they're almost bound to hurt each other.
He always frightened me.
I wish you'd known him better. You two could have been great friends. In some ways, he was just as young as you.
Was he as good a king as he could have been?
Louis, I don't think any man has ever been a good a king as he could have been. But this one tried. He tried very hard.
You really like him, don't you, Mother?
I like him very much. Very much indeed.
months. Many months I do not see you, Mrs. Anna. And now I die.
No, Your Majesty.
This is not scientific, Mrs. Anna. If I die or do not die, you are leaving Siam. When?
Very soon, Your Majesty. In fact, I can only stay a few minutes more.
You are glad for this? People of Siam, royal children, etc., are not glad, and are in great affliction of your departure.
I shall miss them.
You shall miss them, but you shall be leaving. I too am leaving. But I am not walking onto a pole with my own feet of my own free will. I am just leaving. Why is your head above mine? I am not afraid of that which is happening to me. You teach Chulalonghorn. Teach me. Make believe you brave is a good idea. Always.
You are brave, Your Majesty. You are very brave.
There is something belonging to you. Put it on the finger. Put it on. Please wear it always. Ah, my children. Tell them to come here. Good evening, my children.
Good evening, my father.
Hush, children! Do you come to see your father or Mrs. Anna?
It is all right, Lady Chen. It is suitable. Was it not said that someone had written a farewell letter to Mrs. Anna?
Princess Yin Yalamak has composed letter. She cannot write. She only makes up words.
Speak, let her know. Say it, say it.
Dear friend and teacher, my goodness gracious, do not go away. We are in great need of you. We are like one life. Do not let us fall down in darkness. Continue good and sincere concern for us, and lead us in right road. Your loving pupil, Princess Yin Yawalak.
Hush, my children. When afraid, make believe you brave. You tell them. You teach them. Let it be the last thing you teach.
Teach us, Mrs. Anna, teach us.
Whenever I feel afraid, I hold my head erect and whistle a happy tune, so no one will suspect I'm afraid. While shivering in my shoes, I strike a careless pose and whistle a happy tune, so no one ever knows I'm afraid.
You see, make believe you brave. And you whistle. Whistle. You show them.
Mother, it's the boat. It's time.
Louis, please go down to the ship and ask Captain Orange to take all of our boxes off and have everything put back into our house.
Silence! There's no reason to bring this demonstration to school teachers realizing they're doing, which I pay her exorbitant monthly salary of £25. Further, disorganized behavior for bedroom of dying king. Chew a longhorn rice. Mrs. Anna, you take notes. Take notes from next king. Well, suppose you were king. Is there nothing you would do?
I would make proclamation.
Yes, yes.
First, I would proclaim for coming New Year fireworks. Also, boat races.
Boat races? Why would you have boat races with New Year celebrations?
I like boat races. And Father, I would make second proclamation.
Well, go on. Make second proclamation. Make it.
Regarding custom of bowing to king in fashion and lowly toad, I do not believe this is good thing, causing a very fatigue of body, degrading experience for soul, etc., etc., etc. This is bad thing. I believe. You are angry with me, my father?
Question. King. Do not ask a question of sick man. Or of woman. This proclamation against bowing I believe to be your fault.
I hope so, Your Majesty. I do hope so.
Up! Rise up!
Up. In line. Like soldiers. It has been said that there shall be no bowing for showing respect to king. It has been said from one who has been trained for royal government.
No bowing like toad. No crouching, no crawling. This does not mean, however, that you do not show respect for king. You will stand with shoulders squared back and chin high, like this. You will bow to me, the gentleman, only bending the waist. The ladies will make dip, as in Europe.
say goodbye to our seniors. And every year it just gets tougher and tougher and tougher. But you can't stop time. It just keeps on going. You know, the theater is a great teacher. It's a great teacher. It teaches all kinds of things. It teaches creativity. It teaches discipline. It teaches focus. It teaches the use of imagination. And probably most important of all, it teaches how to deal with disappointment. Yeah. As the king writes to Anna, he says, "All that shall matter about man is that he shall have tried his utmost best." These seniors know this better than most. This fall, they were very disappointed that they did not bring home a trophy for their one-act competition, but in reality they should have won. They should have then gone on to win state. Those of you who saw it know that I'm not just standing here blowing smoke. Now why on a day like today, when I should be praising all of their accomplishments, and there are many of them, why am I talking about their disappointment? Why am I bringing up that dreaded one-act competition now? Because, in my opinion, this disappointment led these people to their greatest accomplishment. And it set them apart. It's a very, very special group of kids. Now, back in the fall, I didn't really know what to tell them to help them understand the results of the competition. We had won the competition 2 years in a row. It's almost as if we expected to win it again. So I told them this. I said, trophies fade. Record books get filed away and forgotten over time. The only thing that really lasts and that really matters is knowing that you did your best and that your best was really good. It's called the satisfaction of a job well done. Sometimes in life, whether it's fair or not, we don't receive any recognition. Whether it be a trophy, a raise, or even just a pat on the back for a job well done. Sometimes we have to be satisfied just knowing that we did our best and that our best was good. Years from now, when I look at the trophies in my office, I will probably not be able to remember which show goes with which trophy. Likewise, when I look at all the cast pictures in my office, I might not be able to remember all of your names. But I promise you this. I will remember how you did your best, how good your best really was. Now, I will definitely remember how good these kids were. Because in February, they performed that same one act at the Georgia Thespians Conference. They received a standing ovation, rave reviews from their peers, which probably meant more to them than any trophy ever could. And from drama directors throughout the state, which meant more to me than any trophy ever could. In other words, they didn't give up. They didn't get down on themselves. They believed in themselves. They believed in what they could do, what they could accomplish, and they were ultimately rewarded for it. I hope that they will continue to do so for the rest of their lives. I have never been prouder of a group of kids than I was at these kids at that conference. That is, until this week. Every so often I tell them stories about my high school drama program. You know, we thought we were really something. We were never this good. These kids are truly remarkable. In truth, they can get under your skin every now and then. But in the end, they come shining through. Just like they did in February, just like they have this weekend, just like I know they will in whatever lies ahead. These are very, very special kids. I love them all. I am extremely proud to have been a small part of their lives. David Torres. Will Sutherland. Abraham O'Connor. Mallory McIntyre. Something here that I would never do for anybody else. It's going to hurt me greatly. But Mallory will be attending the University of Alabama in the fall. I went to Auburn. And I'm going to say, just for you, roll tide. On this stage are unaware of how special this school really is. Part of the reason Dalton High is so outstanding is its fine arts program. A great deal of the credit for the survival of these programs belongs to Debbie Freeman. At a time when so many schools are cutting back on music, drama, art, she somehow, some way, found a way to keep our programs thriving. All of these kids are better for it. We cannot possibly tell you, Ms. Freeman, how much we appreciate what you have done on our behalf, how much we love you, how much we will miss you when you are gone. You know, when I was in high school, I don't think my principal even knew we had a field. We want to let you know that we know how special you are. Very special to us. We wish you all the best in your retirement. Thank you so much for everything that you've done for us. And now, for you, a signed poster to commemorate this show that was dedicated to you. And of course, we have a dozen roses for you. Thank you.
Yes, Your Majesty. I'm leaving very soon.
My microphone wasn't on, so.
I'm leaving very soon, but I'll be leaving these children in very capable hands. Sir Wes Finney.
You really like this man, don't you?
I like this man very much indeed.
I hear Sir Finney is very good at history and directing plays.
I hear Sir Finney is fun and a very good friend.
Kind of like my coach.
Yes, all of these things are true. And he's a wise man. But there's one thing about him that is not wise, and that he is a fan of Auburn University. And everyone knows that the University of Alabama is so much better.
Auburn University. You shall send an exorbitant amount of salary.
I'm sorry, Your Majesty, I'm afraid that's not possible. Of course, this is a public school.
Then we shall give them exorbitant amount of hugs. Kisses from you, not me. Facebook statuses complimenting, peace, directing, etc., etc., etc.
I leave these children with you, Sir West Finney. Teach them well.
Go home and I'm really sorry. All right. All right. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed the show. You know, tonight, since it was, well, this afternoon, I'm sorry. Since it was my last show along with other seniors. But honestly, to find the truth of why this show became such a great success is thanks to Ms. Chambers and the orchestra. It was just great. Mr. Ross for everything, microphone. Ms. Hawkins for lighting backstage. Mrs. Parrott, you know, for these awesome texts. I mean, thank you. And Mrs. Farmer for always looking out for me, and Loontaw for our pants not to fall down. Like they almost did it in school performances 6th, 7th, and 8th. You know, Mr. Chambers for the sweet necklace. Thank you for letting me borrow it. Every woman in the front and the back, you know, you guys, every little thing you guys did just made this play a whole lot easier for each and every one of us. And it became such a great, great play. Now, okay, I'm sorry. Thank you for all y'all have helped with. Now, talking about this art on stage, Mr. Ledford did all of this, and I want everyone to know that none of us, we don't pay these people for anything, for absolutely anything. And you know, they take their time to, you know, help us and, you know, give us compliments and, you know, just help us out with, you know, help the little kids with dresses and crowns and etc., etc., etc. Now, I have to say this has been the best cast I've been a part of. And, oh God, I'm sorry, I'm getting all boogery, God. And I'm going to quote someone that I look up to and inspire so much. I'm done. My job is finished. This is your show. Although it was our show in the end, we couldn't do anything without you. At first, I have to admit, I wasn't sure if we'd get positive feedback from this. But you were the first one actually to believe in us. Mr. Finney, I have to say, I'm so happy to have been a part of the quality of plays you have produced. You pushed me to my limit, and never did I believe I could do all that's been done this year. You have been my inspiration to strive for success. I want everyone to know that the sky is truly the limit for everyone. So never forget that. To everyone that's been a part of this cast, thank you so much for putting up with Bo Sutherland, Jessica Acosta, Deanna Marler, Kayla Dills, David Torres, Mallory McIntosh, and myself. Again, this was literally been one of the best casts I've been a part of. God! Okay. I'm sure y'all will continue to deliver terrific shows, and I love you guys. Mr. Finney, thanks so much for
short thing, really quick, okay. This is a phenogram to a great friend of mine, my school teacher, from your prince. It comes down to this. You are such a remarkable... You are such a remarkable young lady that I look up to. From being beautiful from the outside, but most importantly from the inside. It makes you one of the greatest friends I have. I know that you are going to have such a bright future and a great life. Please invite me to your New York City Broadway when you make your first performance. To me, you have won Best Actress, and I know that one day I'll see you receive that award on TV. Thank you for being an amazing friend. I will always have you in my heart. Take care in life. I love you. Keep your head up high, but most importantly, never settle for less. Again, I love you, and I can't wait to see you on TV as a professional actress. Your Miss Children.